everyone. Thanks for joining me on this video. Today I'm going to be showing you some really cool Instagram stories tips that you can do from right inside the Instagram app. So you don't need another app. You don't have to go somewhere else. You can do all these cool, fun story tricks that you might have seen other places on your Instagram stories. And once you know how to do them, they're easy, they're fun, and they're really gonna step up your Instagram story game. Now, people connect with Instagram stories. It's a great place to get people to know you a little bit better, as well as to promote your main posts on your main feed. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that with these tricks. You might not have ever seen some of them before, but you are going to love them, and you're going to love the results and how creative you can get right inside the Instagram app. So let's head over to my phone and let me show you guys how to do this. All right, so here we are over on Instagram stories. So you're going to type in your text. I'm just going to say he loves bags. Now you can see my screen may look a little different than yours. Instagram's testing some layouts right now, so my screen may look a little wonky, but just try to look for the symbols that you see, because the symbols are going to represent the same thing, even though the location of those symbols might be in a different place. So I'm just going to click my color wheel up here. That color wheel gives you the option to change the color of your text. You're going to then highlight your text all the way across. Now put one of your fingers, keep one of your fingers on the blue text, take your other finger and put it on this end down here. You see how you can move this end down here? You're going to put one finger on that. So you're actually moving your fingers in opposite directions, but you have to have both fingers on the phone. So as you move your fingers, the text will change. And ta-da, rainbow text. There you go. Super simple, super easy. And it sounds a lot harder than it actually is. Once you practice with it, you're gonna get good at it. But it does take a little bit of finger work at first to try to get this rainbow text option going for you. So all you got to do, again, so I can show you guys, I'm just going to get rid of that and I'll show you guys one more time. He loves bags. And I'm going to take the color icon. Make sure you select all of your text. Pick the color you want. Hold your finger down on it to get the color wheel. Put your other finger up here on this text and go forward with one finger and backwards with the other one. And there you go. Done. Rainbow text. Super cute, super easy Instagram hack. Now, the next thing that you can do is you can get one color. Have you ever wondered how to get your Instagram story screen to just be one solid color so you can type on it? Well, here is how you do it. You can use any photo. It doesn't matter what photo it is, but you're going to go up here to this little squiggle line. Again, it may be in a different location on your phone, but on mine, it's at the top. And you're going to just pick a color, any color. It can be blue. I love blue, so I'm going to do that. Then you're going to take one finger, press down and hold on the screen, and it will fill the screen with that color. And then you can write text on top of that. So you can say, have a great day. All right. And there you go. Solid color for your Instagram stories. Now here's another cool hack that you can do. You can actually make the foreground of your Instagram story a little bit translucent. So you're going to go back up here to this little squiggly line, and you're going to tap the third one over on my screen, which looks like the highlighter tool. You're going to tap again on your color, tap and hold the screen, and you see it's transparent. Now you have a background that is an image and something that is transparent. Another tip that you can do, and I love to do this when, like, I just posted a new Instagram post to my main feed and I want people to see in my stories and go over to my main feed and check out my profile. You can use the eraser to erase a part of the transparent image, and you can see right there. So I might then go over here and say, check out my boys' favorite Halloween game. That is what that picture is about. And I'm going to shrink it down. And then this is a really cool thing that Instagram just added, but you know how you always need an arrow to point to something and there are no arrows available? Now Instagram has given you an era. It's right up here. It's the second button on my screen. Again, this order may be a little different for you. If you don't have the arrow yet, then I would suggest maybe trying to update the app or uninstalling and reinstalling, as this is a new feature. See, it's coming in blue right here. Obviously, I want to change that color. So you're going to need to go down here at the bottom and tell it what color you want your arrow to be, and then you just draw in your arrows. There you go. Now, let's see, you want to do a pop-up so that you can see how you make your photo look like a pop-up card. Well, the first thing you're going to do is head over to your main Instagram profile. Now, this does take a little bit of work to accomplish, but you're going to just tap on the photo that you want to show. It's going to pop out. You're going to take a screenshot. Make sure you hold the photo down while you do that. Take a screenshot and then head back over to your stories. Bring in the picture and you've got a cute little pop-up. Super, super easy. This also works if you don't have to just use your account for this. You can use others' accounts as well. So if you're wanting to share something from somebody else's account, you can use that exact same tip to do that as well. Just make sure that if you do use other people's stuff, that you tag them and give them credit for it. Okay, so this one is going to actually give you what I like to call a little banner effect on your IG stories. You're just going to head over and type out a word. So I'm just going to type in lazy first. You're going to hit the background color to change the background color, and then I'm going to actually change the color of this. You can also use the color picker tool, that's what I call it, if you want to get a color that matches your photo. Now what you want to do is you want to enter a bunch of spaces in before this word to give you a nice long letter, and then you can take right here, put that in, bring in your next word, and again change your color. I'm going to pick to make it match, which is always fun. There we go. Actually, I want to do something a little bit darker. I'm going to mix it up. There we go. Now you're going to put your spaces in before it. And all I'm doing is hitting the space key over and over and over again. And bring it in, make it a little bit bigger. And there you go. You have layered your text and gave your text a really cool effect by doing that. Now, let's just say you wanted to make your text have the shadow effect. I'm going to use the exact same words and just take out these spaces to show you guys. You don't need the background color for this. We're just going to be using the words. And I'm going to take that off. Take out these spaces. So let's just say I wanted to make this shadow text. So lazy Sunday. I'm going to increase this. I'm going to type in this word, bring it down here. And I've got my Sunday already in here. Now you're going to type in the exact same word again, and this time I'm using a white color. You could switch it to any color you wanted. So like if I wanted to do like this little peachy color, I could do that as well. Then you're going to make it the exact same size and layer it right on top of your other word. And this is going to give you the shadow effect. Again, I'm going to pull from the image. I like to pull from the image as much as possible just because it makes it match. So here you go. This is, got to make it a little bit bigger. And then you just offset it a little bit. There you go, Lazy Sunday. And that's how you do the shadow effects. Now, the next tip that I want to show you guys how to do is how to create fairy lights inside of your stories. You're going to need to make a small line. So I'm going to click back on the marker tool and I'm going to draw in my lines right here. Next, I'm going to go over to this other tool, which is like a neon glow tool. It's at the top. It looks to me like a pencil eraser with like 4 or 5 little stars at it. And you're going to click on that. It actually gives you a neon tool, which you can draw with. And then you're just going to put your little dots. Oh, you need to increase your dots a little bit. put your little dots on here, and there, if you make a mistake, you can always hit this undo button. Sometimes I double tap and I don't mean to. And there you go, ta-da, fairy lights. Okay, so if you want to do collage letters, you're going to click on this right here, and you just do each letter individually. So I'm just going to do, and then you also want to select the background. I like to pick colors from the actual image. So I'm just going to make this a little bigger, and I'm going to type in my, again, get the background, pick another color, go, make it bigger. Well, maybe just a little bit smaller. I don't think it's all going to fit on there. Okay, try to line them up. And then again, you do this one for every letter. And it really seems like it might take a long time, but it doesn't take as long as you think it might take, especially not once you get good at doing it. Okay, I'm just going to shrink these letters down just a little bit more because they didn't quite fit. And I'm going to show you guys how to make these look like they're actually hanging. So I do want to make them a little bit smaller than I normally would. But I just type in my baby. Oof. And move them to where you want them to be. And there you go. A lot more interesting. Now I'm going to show you guys how to actually make these look like they are hanging from the ceiling. So you're just going to go over here and use your dash line. Draw in your dash. Just to make your life easier, you're going to want to copy all of this. That way you don't have to do this a million times. And you can play around with the text to see which one you think is going to give you the desired look that you're looking for. So I'm just going to use this one. I am going to change the color a little bit here. I really want it to be this darker color. And then you're just going to turn this, make it as big as you want it, pull it up to the top, tap on your letter, bring it up, bring in your next line because you copied it. And then you would just do this for all the different ones. Now, I like to type on the letters just to bring them to the front. That way the line actually goes behind it. But all I'm doing is bringing it in and turning it around and bringing it up. So it makes it look like the letters are hanging on the wall. Fix that a little bit. And you could do this for all of your letters, but just to kind of give you guys an idea, that is another option that you can do to play around with text. Okay, so let's say that you're doing videos on Instagram stories. There are a couple of cool things that you can do with that as well. Head over here and go to the GIF button again, or GIF, depending on which way you want to say it. Type in live, and you're going to see that you can actually add this to your video, and then maybe also play just to see what you can see here. And you can kind of see this is running across the bottom. This again just adds a little something extra to your stories, makes it look a little less plain to play around with the video elements with videos. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you guys is how to change the background when you share someone else's Instagram. So I'm over here on two of my favorite people, Paul's Under the Moon. Let's just say I wanted to share this to my Instagram story, but I don't like this background. So the first thing you're going to do, you can do this with words or with different of your emojis or special characters on your phone. So let's just say I wanted to make the background paw prints. And I'm just going to copy these paw prints to make this go faster. Enter, paste in the paw prints. Okay, now once I'm done, here are my paw prints, and I'm just going to place them in up here. Tap on the post, okay, and I'm changing the background. Now I can also just copy this entire thing I'm going to bring in more words. And again, you can do this with words as well. Just going to bring this in, tap on the picture, and there you go. I've changed the background. A much more interesting background as opposed to a boring background. Now, I could have done this the exact same way with words, so I just want to show you guys what that looks like. And, you know, you could even do this in two different parts. You could do words and emojis if you wanted to. Change the color to something that matches the photo. Done. Again, tap on the photo to bring it up. And there you go. The perfect way to change your backgrounds from boring backgrounds when you share somebody else's post to a fun background.
Thanks everybody for checking out this video. If you got value and you like it, make sure you let me know by liking this video. That's how I know what kind of content to keep creating for you guys. And if you want more training from me, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to get notifications whenever I post new videos. Thanks guys so much for joining me, and until I see you next time, remember to keep laughing your way through life.